Let me give you an update to a story. So Trump is facing a defamation lawsuit from the Central Park Five, the exonerated Central Park Five. I'm going to give you the update, but here's a reminder.
You better believe that I hate the people that took this girl and raped her brutally. You better believe it.
The vicious rape and beating of a 30-year-old investment banker, Tricia Miley, who was jogging in Central Park last night. 5 youths are in custody and are being questioned. The youngest is only 13.
Trump put his money where his mouth is by taking out this full-page ad in 4 New York City newspapers. Bring back the death penalty.
When I first saw this ad that Donald Trump made, I knew that this famous person calling for us to die was very serious.
5 teens between the ages of 15 and 17 were charged with numerous sodomy and assault counts.
In 1989, myself and 4 other individuals were arrested and falsely accused of being the Central Park jogger in a case that became widely known as the Central Park jogger case. We became known as the Central Park Five. In 2002, we were found to be innocent after the real perpetrator came forward, and that was confirmed by DNA evidence.
Will you apologize to the Central Park Five? They've been exonerated, there have been videos and movies shown about the case, and you came out with a full-page ad saying that they should die, that they should have the death penalty.
Why do you bring that question up now? It's an interesting time to bring it up. You have people on both sides of that. They admitted their guilt. If you look at Linda Fairstein and if you look at some of the prosecutors, they think that the city should never have settled that case. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, put it up full mass. We have an update. The exonerated Central Park Five, most of you know a significant amount of their story. Dr. Yusef Salaam, who was a dear friend of mine, is now an elected official out of Compton. They still talk about this story in full transparency and detail. I have an interview with Dr. Salaam on YouTube that you can find. And I pose a question to him about how does he feel about Trump being president? At that time, it was Trump's first term. His answer will pull at your heart so strong because he realized then what many of us are realizing today. The appetite for white supremacy is strong. In an update, a federal judge on Thursday ruled that a defamation lawsuit against current President Donald Trump from the exonerated Central Park Five can actually move forward. U.S. District Judge Wendy Beetlestone out of Philadelphia ruled that a defamation lawsuit had enough evidence to proceed. Reuters was the first to report. The lawsuit was filed in October by Dr. Yusef Salaam, Raymond Santana, Kevin Richardson, Antron Brown, and Mr. Korey Wise. Trump had in the past called for the death penalty for the men during the 2024 presidential election. He falsely claimed that the five had pleaded guilty to killing someone. Completely untrue. The lawsuit accused the president of painting the 5 innocent men in a harmful, false light, while Trump's lawyers argued his words are protected by the First Amendment. At a September debate with then Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump claimed the, quote, Central Park Five had, quote, admitted, they said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they barely hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty, end quote. Incorrect, sir. The judge, Ms. Beetlestone, argued, however, that Trump's statement, quote, can be objectively determined to be false. The plaintiffs seek to correct the record and clear their names. Once again, the plaintiff's lawyer, Shannon Specter, said in a statement after the lawsuit was filed. The irony is this probably is avoided if Trump provides a public apology. But he's not going to provide a public apology. He's not going to offer to make them whole, because if he does so, then it would really, really piss off the white supremacists who support his vision for America. It would also tear at his own ego that has now become simply clinical. It's out of control. But at the beginning and end of the day, this man has been adverse to these black men from the time that they were black children. Imagine having to fight against this individual for that long and watch America continue to promote, support, and make excuses for his blunders. All right, Jackson, thoughts here.
Yeah, like you said, Trump is never wants to admit defeat because no one's ever seen him lose before. No one's ever seen him be wrong before. So he can't possibly have that. Right, exactly.
Right.
But I mean, he's gonna have his lawsuits are still piling up, and by the time his term is over, he's going to be massively unpopular. So we have yet to see what's going to end up happening to him. I mean, well, he's going to be in his mid-80s by the time he's out. So we'll see. But yeah, these lawsuits are going to keep on piling up, especially as he's just ignoring the courts for things too.
That's right. That's why he's seeking to not be an ex-president again.